Up.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. I'm Reina Creole, bringing you that spice to sci-fi and pop culture analysis, and of course, keeping it real when it comes to the theme park. So, welcome to the Welcome to Florida show, where we just kick back, relax, laugh, have fun, just observing all the weird stuff about the second craziest state in the union and the craziest state east of the Mississippi. I think Florida pretty much qualifies for that. We have got a great show for you guys, an informative show for you guys, and hopefully information that you guys can pass along. And of course, Florida man stories, because it would not be a Welcome to Florida show unless we have Florida man stories. So let me bring up the rest of my panel, Culture Casino and Fat Steven. How you guys doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
I'm good.
Doing good. Doing good. I'm in the land of a dollar mangoes and culture. Yeah, really. I'm used to paying like $2 a piece. It's if it's two for $5, I'm getting it for a good price. No, I was at Publix yesterday, and they were like cat mangoes, $1, like five for $5. Yeah, I filled up. I got a bag. Yeah. I'm like, I can't believe this is actually this is the actual price. But it's cool. But it's cool. And culture. I am loving that hat. Oh my gosh. It is so freaking awesome.
Thank you.
Welcome to Comb Your Hair Park with your host, Culture Casino, and his hairbrush. Going deep with the locks and the velociraptors.
That's true.
Careful.
Speaking of Velociraptor, how was the Velocicoaster at night?
It was during the day, wasn't it?
Mm-mm. No, I finally went at night, because a couple of times that I tried, I either got caught up in some other ride to go to, or that was pretty much it. I just got caught and couldn't get over there. So I did this past, what day was that? Saturday. Yeah, actually Saturday. Yes. Went over to Islands of Adventure and rode the Velocicoaster at night. And it is freaking awesome because you have the blue LED lights that you can, see going around the track. And of course, in the queue itself, like there's a part where when the train is about to launch, you see the Raptors go by. And they kind of look a little faded during the day, but at night they look extremely good. I mean, it's so tuned in. Even the pre-show where you have Bryce Dallas Howard, even the background changes from like day to like it's like a nighttime setting.
That's
So
awesome.
it is freaking awesome at night. I dare say it's probably the most busy besides the morning in the evening because people are trying to go on. And yes, front row, always.
Wow.
Always do front row. Man, but there are like 14 of you folks in here with us. And let's see, we have some super chats here. You guys are so amazing. We have Commander Ed Straker of Shadow for $2. Thank you so very much. And thank you for being a channel member. Says, hello, Lorena, the beautiful, and tonight's panel. Well, hello to you, Commander Ed. Remember, fans really often. You you guys are amazing. You guys are amazing, and I so appreciate your support. Let's see who else we got here with these super chats. We have her for $2.99, and thank you also for being a channel member. She says hi, Lorena, Culture, and Fat Steven. Smile emoji and a diamond. Thank you so much, my dear. Oh my gosh. I'm starting to piece together that you have a diamond. You have a diamond just as, oh my gosh, you guys are flipping amazing. You guys are flipping amazing. And Roger H for $1.99 Canadian, also another channel member, super sticker. And of course, that is a thumbs up, is it not?
Most likely is.
It
Always
is. So we got to hit you with Skip.
Thumbs up.
I think Skip is still doing his RV travels and all that. Let's see who we have here. And we have the Islington girl for $1.49 Canadian super sticker. And is that a beach umbrella by chance?
Yes, it is. Of course it is. Yep.
Beach umbrella? Oh, thank you so much, my dear. I'm trying to think. Beach umbrella. What will we have for beach? Oh, I know. Here for beach umbrella, we'll do this instead.
And if you can't Florida, get out of Florida. Okay, thank you.
I think that works for the umbrella.
That is very cool.
Oh, man. And let's see. We have the Jack of all casuals for 99 cents. And it is a super sticker. And let's see which super
It's a diamond.
we have. And we have a diamond. Oh, thank you so very much for that. I don't have a diamond. I don't have a diamond one. I don't have a diamond one, but you know what? I'll do this instead.
Catch me riding dirty, tryna catch me riding dirty, tryna catch me riding dirty, tryna catch me riding.
For real, the birds down here are gangster. No joke. All right, so I'm at Disney Springs, and this bird managed to like get somebody's potato chip. 3 other birds chased him up and around a palm tree to try to get the freaking potato chip.
Wow.
Yeah. That's nuts.
And that is an easy one. It's a Doomicorn.
Doomicorn? Who has the Doomicorn?
Jack
Is it Jack of all casuals? Oh, and a Doomicorn. Thank you so much. And thank you for being a channel member. Doomicorn. Where's my Doomicorn? Where's my crap? Where's my there it is.
I am the Pegasus. I come bearing horrible tidings of war from the...
Yeah. Less talky, more flappy.
That's how I do Doomicorn around here. 25 of you amazing people in here watching. Thank you so very much. This is the Welcome to Florida show. And let's do a quick roll call. Of course, we have Rogue Disney who says, howdy, y'all, and smiling. Well, howdy, and good to see you, Rogue Disney. I think we miss each other when we're at Disney Springs. So glad to see you.
Did you see Rogue Disney's breakfast?
Yeah, I saw that disrespectful breakfast.
Very disrespectful.
Extremely disrespectful. So disrespectful, I had to go and pick up 2 of those a little bit later today. They're so good. They're so good, folks. Over on my lifestyle channel, I posted a review of Gideon's Bakehouse, aka the most disrespectful bakery that I've come across in a while. So please do check that out over on my lifestyle channel when you get a chance. There's Larry who says 17 minutes. Lorena counting down. Yeah, I think I was only about a minute late this time. But thank you so much, Larry. And thank you for being a member. I love my members. If you're a channel member, you've gotten a couple of pictures, also videos. When I'm in the parks, I kind of like to give you guys a preview of stuff that I find. And I believe I let you guys see a picture of the stuff that they're starting to put together for Halloween Horror Nights that are starting to come up. Let's see. And we have Snortapoopus Q Burr who says, hello. Well, always hello to you too, Snortapoopus. Every time I see your avatar, I want a Coca-Cola. And let's see, we have Chuck Bowman. Hello. I plan on listening to the stream as I cook dinner. Tonight's menu is lamb shoulder steaks with mashed taters and bacon wrapped asparagus. Cheers. Oh, bacon. Everything's better with bacon on it. Everything's better with bacon. Oh, that sounds absolutely, absolutely delicious. Hello, NP. Lamb. Yes, lamb is extremely delicious. It really is. Absolutely. Let's see. We have Keely Chow who says, hey, everybody. Well, hello, Keely. Nice to see you as always. Roll Tide, roll tide.
Roll Tide.
And we have the Islington girl. Woo, time to go to Florida. Yes, my dear, time to go to Florida indeed. And thank you for being a channel member. There's again. And we have Snorter Poopus is on behalf of the great state of Florida, Inc. I would like to apologize for any damage done to your brain cells in tonight's show. Folks are probably taking bets about which county is going to win this show for the most Florida stories. I think Pasco County won last week. So we'll see who wins this week. Hey, Kaylee D, good to see you. It says, hey, how are you? Glad you're here. And we have Jeremy Swiggs who says, hello. We have such a poppin' chat. 30 of you guys in here. Thank you so very much. You guys are amazing. Please do hit that like button when you get a chance. And see, we have Zachariah 315 says, howdy, Lorena, Fat Steven, and Culture. Always so great to see you. Thank you, Zachariah 315. We got Crispy Critters who says, howdy. Keely Chow, this country would be so boring if it wasn't for Florida. Yeah, we'd have to, resort to getting crazy news from like Texas. And it doesn't, Texas is kind of, I don't know, just no. Nah, Texas has, their motto, don't mess with Texas. So can't exactly be a crazy state. Let's see. And there's Relisa McCracken. Hello, and thank you for being a channel member. Says, made it. Yes, made it. And it's McGee. Hey, guys, what's up with Disney World? Well, what's up with Disney World is they've pulled that mask guidance back out again, and it's changing things. And, it's changed the game. It's pretty much like I'm altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further. That's pretty much the situation right now. But we're going to get into that. Hello, Soul Assassin. Speaking of Texas, howdy, Lorena, Fat, Steven, and Chat, and Culture Casino as well. Always good to see you, Soul Assassin. Soul Assassin, along with Kaylee, they do like some of the best retweets of the show, like when it's live. It's amazing. It's so much fun. Hello, Snort. And we have Drunk 3PO in the chat. Theme parks at night are amazing. Yes, they absolutely are. At Universal Islands of Adventure, one of the best nighttime walkthroughs besides Jurassic Park is the Marvel Superhero Island portion. Walk through that at night.
It's very colorful. I like that a lot.
Very. It's extremely colorful. Stuff that you wouldn't pick up during the day, you can see at night. It's really.
There's a newsflash.
Awesome. What newsflash?
Happy birthday, Culture.
It's not my birthday. But
somebody's recycling a joke.
that's
Kaylee says happy birthday as well.
I know. Really, I thank you, dear.
Dad walk. Oh, go ahead.
I just wanted to say I enjoyed all the birthday wishes. You just are a few months early. My birthday's towards the beginning of November, so but thank you. It's appreciated.
But did you get any presents though? See, that's the thing.
No,
okay.
Kaylee sent a super chat, so you got.
Oh, Kaylee's so sweet. I love her. She's so sweet. Dadman Walking 55. Thank you for being a channel member. Says at night it's unbelievable, but did you ever ride in the front row, Lorena? I always ride front row.
Ooh, there you go.
I always ride front row. You're talking about a chick that grew up near Six Flags Great Adventure. Nothing but coasters. Always front row. Let's see. No, front row gave me a heart attack. Really?
Drunk.
You're going to be embarrassed because I saw an 80-year-old guy in the front row. He got off of that ride like it was no big deal. He probably stormed Omaha Beach. That's what I'm thinking.
Wait a second. That's weird. I can't see drunk in the chat.
Oh, you can't?
I can.
Oh,
I can see him.
that's okay. I can type them. That's weird.
That's weird. Sometimes, like Terminus EST, sometimes I can see him, sometimes I can't see him. It's really weird. It's really weird, you know.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we were having trouble seeing Eric K in Street Smarts over on Mad Barber Entertainment the other day. It was really weird. I'm like, well, this guy's a mod. What's going on?
That's kind of weird. Let's see. Hold on a second. I see you, Kaylee. Sorry that you jumped on me. Haley D for $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much, my dear. Awesome stream, like always. Happy birthday, culture.
Oh, there he is.
Wow. Justin gets a lot of mileage out of that. Every couple of months, he does a birthday for somebody.
Really?
That's not their birthday.
Do you know at Universal I saw Back to the Future drawers?
Yeah, I saw them. Justin will love them. I think you even tagged him in them. It was so great.
It was. I'm like, what? Yeah. Immediately, I said, Justin, you got to see this.
Oh, those are nice. Those are nice drawers.
They're really nice. They're colorful, and they got socks to go with it too. You got Marty. You got the Doc. You got pretty much all of them. And let's see, we have Mr. Tickle Trunk for $2 Canadian. Thank you so very much. Super sticker. And what do we have on the super sticker? Pooping hearts. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. A Shiba Inu dog with the pooping hearts. Absolutely.
Oh.
That is so cute. I love that.
Yeah, one of our favorite Australians in here as well that just dropped you a super
Batman?
Sticker. No.
Batman. It's not. No. Now where's the bill? Hey, Nick McCabe, one of the brothers from Down Under, for $5 Australian super sticker. And what do we have?
As a Kung Fu Shiba Inu.
Kung Fu Shiba Inu. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Nick. Yep. Waiting for some more Queensland stories. Thank you so much, Nick. I so appreciate the support. You guys are so amazing. Absolutely. Yeah, I know it's Jason Momoa's birthday. Yeah, I know it's birthday.
You send him a shirt. Thank you, E. Clay Thomason. He should wear a shirt. He makes other men feel, you know what? He's going to have to be accountable for that. We're going to have to hold him accountable for being, too good with his shirt off, and that makes a lot of men feel bad about themselves. So.
I want to see Culture with his shirt off.
He's such a teddy bear. Jason Momoa is. Hey, Punk Waddle, just dropping in to say hi. Won't be able to stay for long, but have a good show. Well, thank you so very much for dropping by, folks. Please do hit that like button, and let's see. I'm trying to make sure. In a way, yes, but if folks are surprised, you haven't really been paying attention. Oh, that wasn't my voice, that's for sure. We're going to need a Florida hair humidity stream. Yeah, that's a whole nother.
Yeah, because mine goes.
I mean, it's under control now, but you should have seen me out. There's like. Needed its own zip code, pretty much. Let's see. Never front row. I'm crazy. I was the person who, one of my lifetime, one of the things on my bucket list was to be able to fly in an F-22. I didn't get the chance to do that, so front row with those launches, that's about as close as I'm going to get, even though I did work on the F-22. But
why didn't you get to
I wasn't on an assignment where I could do that, which kind of like sucks. Let's see. I saw your Muslim uncle for $4.99 super sticker. Thank you so very much. You guys are so extremely generous. I love you guys in the chat. Thank you so much. Love, love, love all the support. It is truly, truly appreciated. Lorena Creole, in honor of Drunk 3PO, it is a clothing optional live stream. Happy and birthday Culture Casino. You guys are too funny. There's like a different there's a different dress code between Disney and Universal, and I'm really liking Universal's dress code. Hey Dennis, good to see you. Oh, so many people are saying happy birthday. Always front row. You don't want to be in the back when someone loses their lunch. Yeah, no, you don't. No, you don't. You really don't. Oh my gosh. 39 of 40 of you folks watching. Thank you so very much. This is the Welcome to Florida live stream. And of course, before we get into the Disney stuff, you know, we got to get to some Florida man things. So one of the things that I like about going around the parks this time of year is all the stuff that sorry for people who had epilepsy, StreamYards decided to
Freak out.
Yeah, decided to lose its mind. Just the different shirts that families will wear. It's so creative. And this one was my favorite. Apologies in advance for having to wait in line behind my family.
It's true.
Yeah, that was a good one. That's a good one because there's some people where it's just like, oh God, I can't believe I'm freaking stuck behind these people. But at least they're honest about it. Fat Steven is being awfully quiet. He's up to something. He's hanging around and memeing. Yes, Black Superwoman, we all need that shirt. Oh, heck yeah. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. My family, like with my dad complaining how expensive stuff was every freaking 5 minutes. It was not a whole lot of fun. Let's see. So let's see our first one. Of course, if you guys have seen this one, Florida man washes ashore after trying to walk to New York in bubble device. A Florida man startled beachgoers when he washed ashore inside a hybrid bubble running wheel device. I tried to wrap my head around this. I guess from the Darwin 1, Florida man said, yeah, it looks like I know I heard that this guy got fined like $100,000 from the Coast Guard for rescuing him.
Why?
They didn't say specifically, but apparently this guy, known as Reza Belushi, washed ashore in Flagler County on the east coast of Florida on Saturday. I think this was last Saturday. He was inside a large barrel-type device that appeared to have flotation buoys attached to each end. Flagler County Sheriff's Office posted photos of this strange vessel on Facebook. I'm trying to see if they have. How come you guys don't have a picture of the darn thing?
That's a shame.
Let's see. Maybe I can't stand Facebook, but crap.
Yeah.
So he was, in this like bubble thing. So from what I understand, that this guy tried to leave from St. Johns County. So he tried to go from St. Augustine to New York in this bubble thing to raise money for charity. I'm like, dude.
Wow, that's crazy.
Let's see. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can get a picture of the device.
I got it. I
got
had
it.
No, I was gonna get it, and then I got the New York Times.
Oh, okay. Here I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys. Let's see here. Apparently, this is it.
Yep, that's it.
No.
It did work.
Yeah, they had to go get him. Yeah, they had to go get him. Thank you so much, Taz Trace, for the 99-cent super sticker. What do we have for that one? Can anybody see what that one is?
That is a smiley face with sunglasses.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Taz. I love Tasmanian Devil. He's nuts. He's nuts. Love how his first attempt was New York, go big or go home, I guess. No, it was not a boat or a ship. Yeah, that's true. That's true. No snore to poopus. He's never watched how the ocean works. How he thought that he could just, maybe he thought that if he just stuck to the shore, that he could make it to New York.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's not impossible. I mean, it could have been done. Being out at the ocean means you avoid a lot of coastline obstacles that you might get in the way, right? Like rocks and like piers and stuff like that. That's a bigger picture of it.
Yeah, that just, okay. I'm the engineer in me is starting to go a little crazy. Just
well,
like,
you can see him. You can see the guy in there. Plus, he's got like a hat, like a hard hat or something on there.
yeah. Yeah, I guess he thought he could make it. This is under the category of it seemed a lot better as an idea on the back of a napkin.
Does anyone else see another shape it could be that's very awkward if you have a mind like mine?
No, I'm not seeing it.
Okay, I'm not just
But
I'm not saying it.
I think it's an excellent use of yoga balls.
That's what those are.
That's what they look like to me. Don't they look like that to
It's
you?
like yoga. Yeah, now that I see it, like yoga balls and
then
I don't wanna
regular
say
boys,
TikTok.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Let her
sucking them together.
regular barrier buoys, and yoga balls. That's why one of them's yellow, I think, right?
I think so. Yeah, crispy critters, giant hamster balls are for giant hamsters. It does look like a hamster wheel, though. I just know that's probably what's one of the Coast Guard probably said when they spotted this thing.
What is this?
Like, what the? Do I really have to go out there? Do we really have to go out there and get them? Hey, pod racing Palpatine. It's a water walker. Yeah. Spoiler alert. He went home.
Yeah.
Oh, man. He's an Iranian immigrant that left after being jailed and tortured. The Coast Guard picked him up against his will the first time. I meant maybe the Niagara Falls, but maybe not ocean. Yeah, I don't. Exactly. Obviously, the dude never heard of currents. Never heard of currents. Yeah, it's one of those things where it probably seemed like a good idea at the time, and yeah, it didn't work out. I'm not sure what they wound up charging him with. I know the last time that I'd heard was that they fined him, but nothing specific. Coast Guard side, get the dumb harpoon. You know what? The Coast Guard sees so many crazy things out there, wouldn't surprise me. So this is the last part. Bellucci planned to survive on protein bars, tuna, seawater purified through a filter, Gatorade, and chewing gum for seasickness.
Interesting.
Very. Nah, too bad he couldn't make it. Too bad he couldn't make it there. So we have 44 people watching. Thank you so very much. And I think this is going to be our last one because gotta love law enforcement. Tampa officers spent $421 at a strip club. Sergeant gets 1 day suspension.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Was it city money?
Was it what city money? Let's see. Let's check. Let's see what it is. So, Sergeant Daniel Rhodes was also found to have violated policy in 2 other incidents. He was removed from his squad and assigned to patrol squad. Tampa, we're talking Hillsborough, right? I think it's Hillsborough County. So, an internal investigation found misconduct by Tampa police sergeant after members of his squad spent $420 for lap dances and liquor without a clear explanation of why. Oh my goodness, y'all are true.
Well.
Y'all a trip. Hillsborough County, yeah, close but no cigar. Yeah, not Pinellas. Not Pinellas. So I guess this was like an internal affairs investigation. So it may not have been probably on city time, even if it wasn't their money. Yep. Okay, the Gold Club. I haven't heard of that strip shop before. So apparently they went to go for information about a shooting, but the officers gave conflicting reasons why they were there and about the operation's title. So the investigation confirmed there was a shooting and that the dancer at the club may have had ties to the case, but the title of the operation made no reference to the shooting, causing confusion. So the officers spent about 3 hours at the club, spent $421.34. That's very specific. On cover charge, drinks for themselves, drinks for the dancers, drinks for the dancers' friends, shots for the bartender, a pack of cigarettes, and cover charge for the lap dance area, and one lap dance each, according to the report. Officers made no arrests and gathered no new information from the dancer, the report said.
Well, that's not good.
Nah, so you're gonna spend all that money. Not smart.
If they would have got like some like something like a lead, some anything, that would have been maybe worth it. But I don't know. Was it their own? Was this the city money? If this was city money, then they all should have got in trouble.
I'm not seeing. Wait. Oh God, they're not. I haven't seen anything about city money specifically. It just looks like that was money that was spent. However, hold on a second. In a separate incident during August 2019, Rhodes gave an officer in his squad $300 of department money to buy custom gold teeth, the report said. Rose was supposed to close out the draw of money within 90 days, but left it open for about 5 months. My guess is this is department money again. Wow, Hillsborough County. Way to represent, isn't it?
I think I'm speechless. That's hard to do.
Again, Florida will come up with stuff where there's just no end to these stories, and it's just like, have you folks never seen CSI or any cop show? You don't do that. They watched Beverly Hills Cop too many times. You guys, I'm gonna go through some of these comments because you guys are killing me in this. You guys are amazing. Thank you, DJ Vito. Says Lorena's looking lovely as usual. Were they on duty? Thanatos Felicitas. It doesn't say specific. Well, if they were doing an investigation, I consider them to be on duty.
On duty. Yeah.
It's not like, they were just at the strip club, just happened to be there and ran into somebody. Operation Booty Clap. Not $420. I think they found the receipt and just rounded it up. Shouldn't have cheaped out on the strippers. Yeah, $420 for the entry fee. Was he on duty? I'm thinking that he was on duty. Absolutely. Keely is killing it on that. He was undercover. Yeah, that's the ticket. Oh, Islington girl, Operation Make It Rain.
There you go. That sounds appropriate.
There you go. Yeah, I like that one. Y'all are killing it with the puns. The operation was run on a G-string budget.
It was.
Wow. Yeah. There you go. Don't do this on kids. Don't do this with department money. Just don't do it. Well, folks, let's see. There are 40 of you in here watching. Thank you so much for being here. This is a Welcome to Florida live stream. And we're going to get into some information regarding Disney that dropped. That is really going to change. As a matter of fact, it's already started having people change how they view any current trips that they have coming up, or even those that are in the parks at the moment. Now, I found out about this when I was at Disney Springs on Wednesday. Just happened to be walking around and find out that their Disney World is going to require all guests to wear masks indoors. And that started it started Friday. So there's signs all over the place that you have to wear masks indoors. And Culture, were you in Disney last summer? I can't remember exactly.
Yes, okay. I was. Yeah, I can tell you from personal experience, you were wearing a mask outside in the parks, wearing a mask inside the parks, you're wearing a mask, and I was changing my mask 3 times a day, washing it because I was in a unit with a washing machine, washing my masks and everything else. Well, you know how it is in Florida. It's hot and wet in the summer, right? And you are hot and wet along with it. And wearing a gross, stinky, sweaty, sopping wet mask all day isn't healthy. So it was a pain in the butt. Had to wear the masks, and it is not fun. It is not fun. And you have to wear different kinds of masks too.
Yeah, like you can't wear I forget the name of it, but some of it's like you can just pull it.
Wear a gaiter. Can't wear a gaiter.
You can't wear a gaiter. Can't do that. You have to one that has to have at least 2 ply. This is just at least 2 ply. As a matter of fact, why haven't I been talking about it? I actually can flip and bring that up. Yeah, base covering. Here we go. Base covering. Be made of at least 2 layers of breathable material. I don't know why they say breathable, because you can't freaking breathe through those things when it's nearly 100% humidity outside. Fully cover the nose and mouth, secure under the chin so you can't have it like hanging around here and all that crap. Fit snugly against the side of the face and has to secure it with ear loops and allow the guest to remain hands-free. Now, even when you go like inside, because they always had it that you had to wear a mask if you were on transportation. Like when I got on a bus to go to the Polynesian, or when I was on the Skyliner, you had to wear a mask, which I kind of thought was ridiculous. It's like, why should you have to wear one? But, that's what they say to go on the bus. Okay, fine. Same thing with the Skyliner. And if you didn't have a mask, there was a cast member there that had disposable ones to, give you. So, so you could get on the Skyliner. So they did have that, but at least it was back to, you didn't have to wear a mask, if you were vaccinated. And it was actually kind of a semblance of a return to normalcy, which is pretty okay. But now it's just like you have to. Sorry, I'm looking around here. So it's like now you have to go back. You have to go back to that, because I'm thinking, okay, if I'm at the parks and I hear that announcement, it's just like, well, there's 2 things. One, if I'm already there, and it's like, okay, so now I have to figure out, how is my trip going to change now?
Yeah, pretty drastically.
It's crazy. So in restaurants, because I was at a restaurant today on Disney property, it's like you had to wear your mask to get in.
Right. Once
you sit down to eat, of course, then you can take it off. But all the cast members were masked up. They all were, and it's an absolute. It's a pain. It's an absolute pain. So you're going from, again, like they say, if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. So now it's like, okay, now you have to wear a mask when you're indoors. Okay, so it's 100% humidity outside. You have to go inside, but not all of Disney's attractions are all completely inside. Not all of them are completely outside. So what I am going to do here, and hopefully this is gonna work.
All right.
Hopefully this is gonna work. We're gonna go through what we're kind of doing is to kind of give you an idea of just how much wearing this mask is going to be a pain. And for a lot of people, they're going to have to make the decision whether they want to deal with this now or say, you know what, forget it. I'll just put my trip off. So outside, you're allowed to, not have your mask on. Okay. So say you decide you want to go in a confectionery. Guess what? You got to put a mask on when you go, when you go in there. Now, normal people at Disney, you don't just walk outside completely. You're walking in, out of the shops, weaving back and forth, whatever. So you literally, like, say, if you want to go to the Emporium, then go down Main Street, guess what? You got to put your mask on. Go down the street. In every, no, I didn't really want to do that. Although the horses at Disney are actually quite cute. Gotta love Google. Let's see. Then let's see. There's rides like, for example, and we'll use for example, like we'll say the Jungle Cruise. Does that classify as an inside ride or an outside ride? Okay, the queue is outside. Then when you get in the boat and you're all close together, you're outside, but it's a mode of transportation.
Yeah, they're going to make you wear it because it's a mode of transport.
Yeah.
Look, none of what they're trying to do is making any sense to a lot of people. And again, I mean, they're within their rights to tell you what they want you to do, but the difficulty is going to be in people who are having their once in a lifetime experience at Disney are not going to have the same experience that they were going to have a week ago, right? It's just kind of a bummer.
Yeah, because you think, oh, okay, things are finally, settling down, and you get there and then realize that you have to deal with masks. I mean, also take into account if you see people with like small families, families with small kids. Now you got to make sure that the kids have their masks on. It's like putting them on, taking them off, all of that. Like this ride's outside, so I'm presuming you don't have to wear a mask, there. But let's see, Country Bear Jamboree. Well, that's completely inside, so you're gonna have to wear a mask there. Of course, Swiss Family Treehouse, that's outside, but some of the stops through there are kind of compact. So are they going to make you put one on?
I would always say, or I would always guess that they're going to want everybody to put a mask on anytime they're going to be in close proximity. So if there's any indication that somebody might think that it could possibly be indoors, they're going to have you put a mask on. That's my guess. And look, I mean, here's the thing. They're doing this because they see it as the best way to protect their guests and cast members. So, a lot can be said for the, their intention, right? But at the same time, you're going to have people reevaluating whether or not they want to take this trip, right? Yeah. Because it's created a difficulty. I would normally say inconvenience, but it's created a difficulty because how many masks are you going to buy? I mean, if you're going to a hotel You don't have a laundry machine most likely, and if so, reusable masks are not going to be your friend unless you've figured out a way to rinse and clean them in between uses. You're going to need a lot of masks. Believe me, I know. I'm relating from my experience. You're going to need a lot of masks, and they're going to get soaking wet super fast in the summer. I mean, and especially in August. And then imagine, guess what? You also get thunderstorms like crazy in August, right? I mean, it seems like sometimes more so than any other time of the year. And you get a lot of thunderstorms in the summer in Florida. So
You do. And to go along with Culture Casino was saying, before Disney brought back the mask mandate, and I can't remember who had it on Twitter, but they were having a sale, buy one mask, get one free.
mm-hmm.
They don't have that anymore.
Nope.
And on average, you're probably, with it hot like it is right now, you're going to go through like at least like 3 masks per person, like per day. And the other thing that I know I found this out last year. Okay, if you're in a ride, let's say like it's a 3D, and you have to wear 3D glasses, those things will fog up.
Well, yeah, actually, the one that I had the most difficulty with is, of course, one of the ones you absolutely want your glasses to be pristine, and that's Flight of Passage. Yeah.
I can't see, granted, I don't really care about Dances with Smurfs. I'm never going to watch that. I'm never going to watch that movie whatsoever. But Flight of Passage is an awesome ride.
Amazing attraction.
It is an absolutely amazing ride. I love that I can experience it and I don't have to even watch that movie. But it's great. And having your glasses fog up like that would take me out of the immersion. And one of the best selling points about that attraction is the immersion. So it's like now, you're taken out of the experience.
Well, but and beyond that, here's the other thing. The stuff they're worried about is it can be a surface level issue. Mm-hmm. And one of the things they tell you not to do is touch your face. So playing with those glasses and stuff on and off, or you're playing, you're touching your face.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so many problems with a lot of this stuff, and what's weird is Disney, I think, is the only one doing this so far.
Yes, because at Universal, they are not. They are not. So for folks who don't know, and I saw someone said, go to Universal, Reina. I guess you guys don't follow my Twitter. Or if you do, you probably forgot. I'm a Universal pass holder. Yep. And I've been a pass holder for, I want to say about over a year and a half. People like me were waiting to see what Universal was going to do. Now, Universal has made it very, very plain that they are trying to grab Disney's market share. They've made no bones about it. That's exactly what they're going after. So the only change that Universal has made is that they have required their team members to mask up.
Makes sense.
With their, with the guests, right. They just say, we just suggest it. But other than that, nothing has changed. I do miss the social distancing because that's just me. I like a lot of personal space. But other than that, it has not changed. And Universal continues to be packed.
Yep.
Absolutely packed. For the past couple of streams that I've had, they've just been, wall-to-wall people. I was there Saturday night and seeing like the evening spectacular over in Hogsmeade for Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Wall-to-wall people. Wall-to-wall people. People are going, they're going to Universal. Let me grab this really quick. Commander Ed Stracker Shadow, thank you so much for the $2 super chat and for being a member. Next stop for Disney Police Squad bodyguard. That was a funny scene in that movie. that was. But over at Universal, they have things like plenty of hand sanitizer stations. They just remind people to do stuff like that. I think the hand sanitizers are some of the best things to have out there for people. But Universal hasn't changed any of their mask requirements, and folks seem perfectly okay with that. And not that I'm making a judgment call, but I will say this is pretty obvious where people are putting their money, because I can't imagine being at Disney and you're thinking, okay, we finally don't have to wear masks inside. This is great. I can kind of like relax, enjoy myself. Now all of a sudden you have to deal with finding out when you can put your mask on, when you can't put your mask on. You've got cast members who may not know the same thing either, the guidance, even though they try to tell them. I was trying to remember which like, for example, what's the other one? The I keep calling it the people mover. Is it the transportation authority or is it still the people mover?
Oh, the TT, the transportation ticket center, it is under the TTA, but they call it the people mover in Disney World.
Okay, because for me it's always going to be the people mover. Is that a mode of transportation? Because it goes inside, it goes outside. So are they going to have you wear your mask when you go? Are they going to yell at you when you're inside the attraction, and then when you come out, because you go kind of like backstage a little bit where Space Mountain is, and they've taken off?
Yeah, you only have like a brief bit of not burning your face off there. So
No, it's just it's very crazy. And you kind of have to think, at least I know for me personally, I would really think twice about going in the summer. And a lot of people are probably making the same decision or thinking about the same decisions. It's like, why am I going to spend $5,000 to have to wear face masks again? Disney can do what they want. But at the same time, you as a consumer have choices. You can decide to say, okay, I'll deal with where'd Fat Steven go? He can come back. I hope he didn't get kicked. Hope he won't be gone long. He might have had a service interruption. You can make the decision where it's like, okay, I'm gonna go.
I'm sorry.
Despite what did South Park Mickey kick you out?
No, Disney just got me, man. They just said you were making one too many Snow White memes. You're out. You're gone. Sorry.
And Snow White memes.
Well, like I said, South Park Mickey.
Yeah. I got a question though. Like, let's say, like, if like, is the staff all gonna wear masks? Especially like, I think you wear masks inside if they're dressed like one of the mascots too. So you got to wear this big sweaty suit while wearing a mask underneath that. I feel sorry for Darth Vader most of all, man, because you got to wear that really tight, close mask, and then you got to wear a mask underneath it. He's gonna sound like he has emphysema by the time you get to meet him.
He's inside, right?
Yeah, he is, and I mean that wouldn't be so much of a problem. But again, I mean, they're not really doing characters the way they used to, and the meet and greets the way they used to right now.
No.
So it's not. It's a little different than it used to be as far as that goes. I mean, well, that's a lie.
Okay.
It's
Then maybe
different than
maybe my mistake is how long until Disney comes up with Masky the mascot and you see that wandering around the park chasing you down, like slapping you upside the head, funny like because you're not wearing it.
I don't know, but I could see it happening.
Yeah.
The Mask Patrol.
Oh, the Masketeers, like the Masketeers, like a little bunny, like Mickey Mouse ears, full size mask, extended bars. Welcome to Disney. You don't need your shins.
Hey, Commander at Striker says Jay in a live stream yesterday. If an outdoor queue with a roof over it or an indoor outdoor queue, you need a mask. Why am I confused again? outdoor queue with a roof or indoor. Wait. So if it's an outdoor queue with a roof over it. Okay, so for example, if I decide that I want to be a glutton for punishment again and go on It's a Small World and the queue is outside and it's covered.
Yes.
Like if I come in from outside and then I'm in the queue on the inside, but it's still kind of sort of outside, but it's covered, then I have to wear it. Good God. Oh, this is nuts.
Yes.
That it's granted, this is just me. This is just Lorena. I'm putting on, my I can't really call it my tinfoil ears, but I will call it like my tinfoil ears. I would have to make the decision if I want to pay Disney however thousands of dollars for the privilege of having or putting up with having to put my mask on. Do I have my mask on? Do I not have my mask on? Can I wear my mask here? Do I not need to wear my mask here? If you have small children, making sure that they have their masks, on. And, Disney is already overstimulating for kids. This is another layer of frustration. And I'm sorry, but nothing stops things as quick as a 2-year-old having a freaking meltdown in 100-degree heat.
It's true.
It's not pretty. It's not pretty.
And that happens a lot.
A lot. As a matter of fact, it's expected. I tell people if you go to Disney with small children, they already have to go twice as fast to go half as far. Because they're little. Everything's tall. Everything's overstimulating. They don't understand why they have to be around all these people. Why they're not allowed to have all the stuffed Mickey Mouse. How come you can't have all of them? And it's just crazy. And eventually they can only deal with it. Yeah, they flip out. It's just to be expected. So I really can't imagine being in Disney with small children and dealing with a mask mandate. No, it's not pretty. So I think what some people are going to be doing, and I think I put this on Twitter, I would honestly look at not going right now.
Yeah.
Not going because why?
Well, like you said, I mean, it's an extraordinary amount of hassle, something that, you don't need in a vacation where you're already going to have a lot of, difficulties. Yeah, swamp breath for sure.
That's my sister.
That's the one thing with masks in general. Like if you're wearing it for a long period of time, it eventually feels like you're making out with yourself. And I know myself personally, I'm a horrible kisser. So I'm just disappointing myself while breathing myself at the same time. And no one wants that. You don't want to breathe yourself for 10, 15 hours, depending on how long you're at a park, how long early you get there, the humidity.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're in the ride, right? And you're going to have your anxiety depending if the ride's excited, getting in. It's going to be, it's not more than swamp breath. It's going to be swamp thing coming out of the sides of your mask at this point. Like just this tendrils everywhere. Just, yeah. No.
It's if this was, I would say if this was in the wintertime, I don't think people would be it wouldn't be as irritating, but it's like you're talking about super humidity. I mean, I don't even think people understand what it's like. It's pretty much like, okay, go in the shower, put it, at the highest heat, stick your face in there and let it stay in there for like, a couple of hours. Try that feeling with a mask on. It's not very comfortable. So I think people are just going to say, you know what, we'll just go another time. Or guess what? We'll just go over to Universal.
Yeah. And again, I actually believe that this will, again, cause them to earn less. They had one quarter that, they were doing really well. And now they're going to have another quarter in which that's not the case. And, again, I mean, if you're an investor right now, you're like, you're not getting the profitability that we need out of the films right now. you're not getting profitability out of the parks and the real estate offerings, the hotels and resorts and stuff. You have people reporting how long lines are and everything else, and we have a lot of dissatisfied customers who can't be troubled with another extra inconvenience, and so it'll be really easy for them to add to Universal's market share. Really,
Absolutely, especially since I think in about 2 weeks is when the Q3 earnings call is going to be. That's really going to be interesting.
It's the 12th.
12th. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see if somebody has guts to ask about those.
It'll be fun listening to. Let's just put it that way.
Hey, Punk Waddle for $2 super chat. Thank you so very much for that. And 50 of you in here watching. Thank you so very much. The 3 blind masked mice are an option too. Oh, for the mascot. Aren't they from Shrek though?
Oh, that's a nursery rhyme from way back though.
Oh yeah, no, I'm joking because they run on Shrek the 3 blind mice. In Shrek the movie. That was actually funny.
No, it was really good.
Yeah. That was pretty good. Yeah, maybe they can loan them over to Disney. Yeah, but you really, I think people are just really going to reconsider putting off their trips. That's something that I would recommend if you do not want to deal with masks in the middle of summer. If for some reason, and again, people are free to do whatever the heck it is that you want to do with your money. I just give you information. But if you are coming down here and this mask mandate is, and since it is back in place, I would say get as much information as you possibly can. Cast members are going to be overloaded. Yeah. Okay. When in doubt, politely. And I can't emphasize this enough because certain people get an attitude where I spend $5,000 on a vacation. I should be able to talk to anybody any kind of freaking way I want. You can, but that's not going to get you very good results. No. So I would say politely ask the cast members to clarify what's the deal with it. You're supposed to be wearing a mask in line, or you're not supposed to be, whatever. Ask them to get that clarified. And if you don't get the answer to your satisfaction, ask to speak to someone, again, politely, a bit higher up.
Yeah.
About,
and the cast members are amazing people. They work really hard to try to give everybody the best kind of vacation. I mean, it's your vacation, and Orlando's a tourist town, right? I mean, it is. I mean, you've got all of the big attractions in Orlando, so they're used to dealing with customers. But sugar goes a long way.
It does. At Rogue Disney, yeah. Cast members did nothing to you. They are there to help. Absolutely. I mean, cast members have been on the whole. I mean, you're going to have that percentage of cast members that, you wonder how the heck they got to be a cast member. I'm thinking of a certain bus driver who I swear I think all the other bus drivers did not like this dude. For the most part, they're there to be very helpful to you. And, don't bite the hand that feeds you, because cast members can make some stuff happen that you probably, wouldn't get otherwise. Yeah, Thomas, I was joking. I know they've existed long before Disney, but I like the 3 blind mice in Shrek, actually. And Punk Waddle, yes, and also the cast members and staff are probably as confused and stressed about all the changes. Absolutely. I mean, think about it. They're working as a cast member. You've been used to this quote unquote new normal, and now the rules have changed. And for most people, most guests at the park, the cast member is the first Disney interaction that they have. And you may have people who get there and they haven't heard about it. It's like, what do you mean I have to wear a mask now? Why do I have to wear a mask here? So I think what some people forget, and one of the things that we try to emphasize here on the show, is that Disney is more than Bob Iger. Disney is more than Bob chaps my ass. Okay. Disney is more than the board of directors. Okay. Disney, especially here in Florida, and I'm a little sensitive to this fact because now that I live here, it's so much of the economy. You have people that are working for very low wages compared to the market, the market rate, working for Disney. Why? Because Disney is the largest freaking employer in Central Florida.
Yeah.
Only Lockheed Martin is second, and that's just because Lockheed just has 2 plants in Orlando, while the rest of them are other places around the country. But Disney is the largest employer. So when you say Disney, it's like there are human beings who are just doing their job every day. Some of them, their dream is to work for Disney. Like that's like they're happy doing it. It used to be a lot of retirees. That's what they got to do. Retire, work at Disney. So so I'd usually tell people to kind of keep that in mind and kind of separate the executive Disney as opposed to the people who are just like, this is just my job. I like doing my job. It's not my fault that people way above my pay grade decide to make these changes. They don't have to enforce it. I have to enforce it. And I have to see the guests every day and put up with the guest backlash and deal with the stress of trying to help, guests understand what the policy is. Yeah, Punk, why don't they have a job? And that's better than some options. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But look, there are ways to go about getting things good. They are always surprised by super nice people. And you will find often they will go the extra mile to deliver a magic moment to you if you are uber nice human. So. Absolutely.
And
that goes doubly true for Universal. I mean, you get in return what you give others. I hate to say it that way, but it's the truth. And I just, like I said, I mean, if you were working that job and somebody went out of their way to be very nice to you, wouldn't you go out, bend over backwards to try to help them? Absolutely.
So, so you kind of just wanted to kind of have a show to, let people know what's going on, kind of what to expect and how to navigate what's going on here with these mass changes. Again, Disney has decided to institute that. Universal has decided not to. I haven't heard anything about SeaWorld. My guess is, I think SeaWorld just waits to see what Disney or Universal is going to do. They're probably going to go the way of Universal. I'm just guessing. Gatorland is pretty much business as usual. There's no mass mandate at Gatorland. I drove by Gatorland yesterday, and wow. So they don't have one.
I was going to say that would be a bummer because can you imagine putting a bunch of masks on the Gators?
I know. You'd have to sedate that gator. Sedate that gator pretty hard. This is something that I really have to keep in mind because the first party of the Boo Bash is August 10th.
Coming up.
Yeah, and I'm going.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I'm
you're going to be so hot.
I know. But for me, kind of like how a lot of other people were, you didn't get to go to Halloween party last year because they didn't have one. Honestly, if I wasn't local, this would not be on my list of things to do.
Well, stream it because people are going to want to see what it is, and then they're going to decide whether or not to keep their tickets or not.
Exactly. See, culture understands where I'm coming from.
Yeah, you and I think the same way on these things.
Yeah, that's why your girl is going. because I want you to see exactly what it was going to be like, and if this was going to be worth your time. And now with the mask mandate in place, it's going to be interesting seeing how all that works out.
Well, all of that amazing that the Boo Bash was going to be without masks is now gone.
Yes.
You know, I mean, one of the advantages you had with the Disney parties, if the Christmas, Halloween, whatever it was, right, the specialty party events,
Right.
is that you get access to a decent number of attractions, usually the bigger, what we call e-tickets, in the lingo, and you got access to a special parade, or twice a night you got a special parade. You got access to in this case treat trails is what they were called, and you could go trick-or-treating at various attractions, or at restaurants that were closed for the evening and stuff.
Right.
And you waited in line, you went on the treat trail, and it was a way to spend time and do your trick-or-treating without trick-or-treating. You also had special meet and greets. You had characters show up at these parties that normally were nowhere. So I want Lorena to show everybody what's going on.
And you will, because I want to see if what I believe is true. I believe that this is oversold as much as the Halloween parties were from last year. I do not believe for one bit that capacity has been reduced in order to justify, these prices. And I've seen some of the Disney shows say, of course, would they have to charge that much, because there's going to be less people and you get like free ice cream and free popcorn. I'm like, I don't care about free ice cream, free popcorn. Exactly. It's not free. You're freaking paying for it. You're paying for it. You're not getting fireworks. You're getting cavalcade. So it's not like I'm going to be able to wait in line, to meet Sally and Jack from The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nope.
I'm not going to get to do that. I'm not going to get to take pictures with the Cadaver Dans and have them, with the personality switches from being the Happy Dapper Dans, barbershop quartet, to being, grave diggers. I'm not going to get that interaction anymore. And now
and it's
just money.
It's in. I mean, there are a lot of things you're not getting anymore with these Boo Bashes, but maybe they're going to give you something. The thing is look, yeah, and Rogue Disney's correct. That was going to be part of this conversation, I think, is that you are, because of the mask mandate, and Lorena's noticed this too, you're seeing cancellations at hotels and resorts, not just for, regular hotels, but for DVC. You're seeing cancellations for the tickets for the Boo Bash. And so this story from the 29th is not maybe going to be accurate in a couple of weeks, especially after people see what these look like. And again, that's why I applaud Lorena for being awesome.
I'm falling on that grenade for y'all. I really am, because like I say, I like to keep it real. So when Disney tells me, oh, well, we're reducing capacity, I'm like, sure, Dan, sure you are. But yeah, cancellations, even restaurant reservations, they're starting to free up. Because people are just like, what? I'm not gonna.
Park availability, park passes, they're called.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting when I'm there August 10th, that evening. So when I'm streaming, you guys will get to see just what it's like. But anyway, in a nutshell, and I'll go through some of these. I know the chat's been like crazy. You guys have been on fire. I see your comments, and love the feedback, because this is not about me telling people what to do. It's not about culture, even Fat Steven telling people what to do. We just analyze what's here and give you guys unfiltered, unfiltered information. I wouldn't blame people for saying, you know what, we're going to take the money and go to Universal, or just basically say, you know what, we're not going to Disney this year.
Well, let's do it again, because we did it last week or the week before, and say this. You're going to get your money's worth if you go to Universal for Hollywood Horror Nights.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, I'm so excited. I was walking around. Was it Friday night? So I was walking around, and you can see like the riggings that they're starting to put up for Halloween Horror Nights. I'm so freaking excited. It's going to be absolutely freaking awesome. I hope I don't freak out when I go to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I can't wait.
Just realize there's no chain in the chainsaw.
Is there a chain to chainsaw? Okay. I really can't. I can't wait. I've never gone, and I'm just so excited. But yeah, Universal is absolutely killing it. So I would totally suggest checking out Universal instead. Or if your heart is dead set, well, if your heart is dead set on going to Disney, just be aware. It's
performance gear, performance masks, performance deodorant.
Yeah, for performance deodorant, that
Powder.
kind of spray,
powder,
bug spray, cooling
sunscreen.
Towels,
Sunscreen.
portable fan. Yes, that's right. Plenty. Oh God, plenty sunscreen. Definitely plenty of sunscreen. Patience, battery packs. I can't emphasize that enough. Battery packs to power up your phone. Now, since everything is on your phone now, including like your tickets, including your restaurant reservations, including being able to mobile order, Disney is one big battery suck because everyone's on the Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah. And if you have unlimited data, sometimes it's way better to not be on their Wi-Fi. Their Wi-Fi bad.
Their Wi-Fi is horrible. I mean, Universal's is kind of bad too, but Disney's is abysmal. That's why I'm not on their Wi-Fi. I'm not on their Wi-Fi. I am not on their Wi-Fi. Oh my gosh. So we're going to go through a couple of leftover comments here, but just in case you folks no one believes me, okay, these are the updated safety guidelines for Universal.
Ooh.
So nothing's changed. The same thing that they had before. Encourage their guests, regardless of vaccinating status, to wear face coverings when indoors. No proof of vaccinations. We encourage all guests to keep a safe distance between travel parties. I'll tell you right now, that's non-existent.
Well, but that's funny because I had the opposite experience the last time I was at Disney when all of this stuff had evaporated away. There were people still giving people some space, maybe not a full 6 feet, but at least they weren't right up on top of you, like stabbing you with their handbag or their phone or something, because they were so close to you. But it like I said, distance helps, but just in general, I don't want to smell you. So anyway.
No, speaking of smelling, and I do have to say this, it's like people seem kind of sort of spread out at Universal, but that goes out the window once you get into the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. And let's just say the Hogwarts Express over the weekend did not have a very not so fresh feeling. And I've never had that happen on the Hogwarts Express before. Gotta freaking love summer in Florida.
Yeah, well, and we're, it's funny because I'm about to share something. So I plan to be headed out towards Orlando for a mixed trip, business and fun.
Right.
And the boss and I were talking about it, and we may not include Disney in that trip at all, which would be weird. It could just be a Universal go, and that'd be all right. it's just like I said, a lot of people are rethinking it, and for these very reasons.
Yeah, I would have told you were crazy if somebody asked me if they would have said 5 years ago, "Oh, you're not really going to be dropping money on Disney trips like you used to." Because I used to do that like it was no one's business. But just a reduction in just value, and to the point now where I'm like, it's crazy how often I'm at Universal, and the only time that I'm at Disney right now is just at Disney Springs, mostly because they do have Florida resident rates, but right now the tickets are only good until September 12th. And I'm just like, nah, you gotta come with a better deal for me than that. One last thing that I wanted to share with you guys, and not to get political, but it's more information for some people probably wondering why is it with all this that happened, because DeSantis had basically signed an executive order several weeks ago that you couldn't have these mass restrictions and all this going on. But Orange County, which has a mayor, when I lived in Pennsylvania, the county that I lived in had a board of commissioners. So, the power was kind of spread out. In Orange County, they have an actual mayor. The mayor of Orange County is Jerry Demings. Guess who his wife is?
Catwoman.
I'm gonna try to see if anyone in the chat guesses who Orange County Mayor Jerry Demings, who his wife is. I'm gonna give him a couple of seconds, because this is information that people really need to know, because then you start to understand some of the
Differences.
yes, some of the differences, and kind of why Disney went one way and Universal hasn't. Universal's gone, the other way. They're pretty much business as usual. It's like Bueller. Okay. They're both in. Well, one's Orange County, California. Other one's Orange County, Florida. But yes. Shellback, not always. In this case, there's a mayor of a county. Yes. There is in that case. So yeah, Rogue Disney. Well, I knew he was going to get it. Yeah, Val Demings. But do you know who Val Demings is? Val Demings is a Congress critter. The 10th congressional district. Florida's 10th congressional district. So kind of keep that little tidbit in mind. I've been used to watching all the Florida Congress critters, because we had a Congress critter that basically pretty much, I'll say this, pretty much did not do any favors for Jacksonville or Putnam County. Pretty much ran it into the ground and trashed it. So I have my eye on a lot of Florida Congress critters, but yeah, she's one of them. So let's see. Hey, Thomas. Hey, Val. She is in Washington. There you go. Yeah, exactly. She is in Washington. Mm-hmm. Anna Cat Dennings. I don't know about it. Wow. Hey, Pop Culture Archivist. Wow. It tells you everything you need to know about her broke numerous glass ceilings in her rise. Yes. Val Deming, is she the one with the cowboy hat? No, that is Frederica Davis, and I believe she represents Broward County. Yeah, that's Frederica Davis. Yes, Shellback. Yes, she is. Orange County is blue. Orange County is very, very, very blue. Let's see. I'm glad I'm in Texas. Our governor signed a bill preventing mass rules, lockdowns, and other BS. Yes, as did the governor of Florida. But as usual, you have counties that try to make their own rules. So Orange County here is exercising. He might have meant to be muted. I don't know. Bluer than blue sort of people said, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Culture.
No, I was being a boomer.
Soul Assassin says, with the lawsuits, the movie bombs, the lack of interest in the parks, Disney is having a craptacular summer. Yeah,
it's not gonna get better.
No,
it's not. They have, I would say, 2 more films that are going to underperform at least. And that's assuming that they can eke out any form of profit with Black Widow.
Shang-Chi, and what's
I
the
don't
other
know.
one that's left?
One's going to underperform. The Eternals is going to underperform, but that's not summer. But you've got Jungle Cruise just came out, and Jungle Cruise is going to underperform. It already underperformed, and yet they're touting it as some great victory. It's already had a softer open than even the industry thought.
I've heard, I haven't heard any excitement really about the Jungle Cruise. I'm more excited about Free Guy coming out in 2 weeks.
That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Oh, but I will give props, and I've done this before in Cultures. Yeah. The War for Cybertron, that Transformers anime series on Netflix, it is great. It is good. You want something happy, you want something that's positive to talk about, that's what I know. It's not Florida. There you go. Give it a shot.
It all goes down on the Hogwarts Express. It does. It does. I miss when I would have my own car in the Hogwarts Express, and now they're just, okay, y'all go in there. I'm like, oh my God, there's all these people. Oh my God, I know I'm going to see Free Guy for sure. The Islington Girl, I can't wait to see that.
It's gonna be good. I think it'll be surprisingly good, even though there's a little bit of stuff in it. But again,
I hope so. Hey, Real Wade Nation! I only saw Jungle Cruise Culture because it was a free ticket. Hey, can't beat free sometimes. Or is it that it's free but it'll cost you in time?
Yeah, but I mean, it's only 2 hours. Yeah. Oh, by the way, man, the cost of the film and everything for Black Widow actually works out to $320-something million.
Really?
Between the advertisement and everything else, distribution costs, etc. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, the finance guys are just panicking.
Oh man, memo to self: pack Febreze and park bag. Absolutely. Febreze, Lysol, off. I'd have all of that stuff in there. Hey, Tim's Talk. Let's see. One last thing here. Cavateño Cavalryman Chase says, wow, just saw one of Lenny Kravitz's Instagram posts, and he considers Jason Momoa as a brother. Oh, absolutely. You do know the arrangement that they have, right? Lenny Kravitz was Lisa Bonet's ex. Lisa Bonet is Jason Momoa's wife, as much as it hurts me to say that, but she is. She is, but they actually have a really good relationship between, Jason, Lenny, and all the kids. So it's actually very, very, very positive, actually, to talk about. So, folks, I think that is going to do it for our show for the evening. So, hope it was informative. Hope you guys got a lot of information, because on my channel, we really like to arm you with as much unfiltered information as possible, without the spin, without the shill. It's just, it is what it is, and you make up your mind what you want to do. It's like, if you still want to go to Disney, that's cool. If you don't want to go to Disney, that's cool too.
Yep.
I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money because, as far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't want anybody telling me what to do with what I should do with my money. You pretty much get throat punched if you if you try to tell me what to do with my own money. I don't like telling people what to do with their own money. They earned it. You have the right to do with it the way that exactly the way that you will. And our job here is just pretty much put the information out, and you guys just go ahead and go for it. But yeah, oh, thank you, Pop Culture Archivist. This is awesome. I love this show every week. Oh, well, thank you so much. So much. Glad you like the show. Glad you like the show. Hey, Nick, lots of thirsty people here. Cole shout. Anna's going to kidnap Henry Cavill like Misery. I understand. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah. This
Thank
is
you,
awesome job, Zoe. Thank you, Kaylee. Thank you, Randy Scribner, for the thumbs up. Knowing is half the battle.
Joe.
There you go.
Sorry.
Oh man, well, you guys are awesome. Well, thanks so much, you guys on the panel. I love having you guys here every week. So why don't we start with that, Stephen, and just let folks know where they can find you and what you have coming up.
Well, you can find me in. Actually, we don't know if we're just doing a stream tonight, but that'll be the gaming thing. If not, I'll throw something together. Monday, Babylon 5, 4:30 Eastern, Memes of Destruction, Dag Outlaw, Keith from Pop Culture Minefield, Monkey Jeebus, a bunch of us all get together. Tuesday, I'll be hosting Comic Book Roundtable, 8 p.m. Eastern. Every morning, Monday to Thursday, is 10 a.m. game stream, switching it up between Fortnite and doing zombie kills, or pretty much Cold War. Other than that, lunch table, after school specials, anime girls. Eventually, I sleep and have breakfast. I'm trying to go as long as Culture because he's getting upset I'm going longer than him. And we got this buttered. Wednesdays is a new show, and I think we're going to cover the indie film My Comic Book Country. Other than that, thank you for always coming by. Thank you for supporting Reina, supporting Culture, supporting yourselves with entertainment, and thank you. My ass kissing is done.
Well, now that Steve has done breakfast. Culture, where can the folks find you and what do you have coming up?
Culture Casino is a YouTube channel. It's an Odyssey channel. It's a location to find me on Twitter and find me on Minds. You might be able to find me on Locals at some point if I ever decide to do something with that. And other than that, you can find me here. You find me here on Sunday. You find me here on the occasional Saturday when we are doing vacation planning. You can find me on 21 or so different live streams every week on other people's channels, but you can also find me on my own 10 times a week. So do check me out. Tomorrow I have a video that is being published. Hopefully I can get it finished, basically doing what I do, which is a deep dive on the business side of pop culture and entertainment, this time most specifically on some finance stuff with films. So it'll be interesting. We're gonna look at the box office as you should if you were a financier. So anyway, thank you all so very much. You guys are the whole reason we're here. And,
Absolutely. All right, folks. Well, of course, I'm Reina, and you can find me, of course, on Twitter, Cause of Mischief. You can find me on Instagram, posting pictures of extremely disrespectful food and stuff I find while window shopping down out at the parks. And of course, you can find me on YouTube. So I actually dropped 2 videos today. One, which was a trailer reaction and review for Ghostbusters Afterlife. The second was my breakdown of the Imagineer discussion regarding the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel. And you can get my my breakdown of what was said and what I liked and what I didn't care about. Just kind of like my perspective. So hopefully you can check it out and definitely, give it a like if when you see it. And of course, tomorrow at 10 p.m. is Toxic Femininity. So you can see me over there along with Nina Infinity and with Mandy, aka the Wizard, where we ladies of the fandom just, find out what's going on and pretty much tear in a new one. That's just pretty much what we do. So you guys are absolutely amazing. I love it. Love hanging with you guys every week. Rogue Disney's he's killing it at the parks.
Busy.
Yeah, he is absolutely killing it. And stay tuned. My schedule for the week should be up soon as I give CJ the thumbs up that everything is correct. Find out where I'm going to be streaming. In addition to, Tuesday show after school special live, 5 p.m. Eastern. Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern, the interview that Fat Steven and I did with Jude of the Salty Nerd podcast is going to premiere. Also, 7 yeah, it was fun. It was fun too. Oh God, too much fun that we are going to freaking have to do it again. Also 7 p.m. over on Justin Proper's channel for This Week in BS. Friday, of course, is a lunch table at 12 noon. Saturday, sometime on Saturday, I'm going to have fun doing one of my favorite cheap things to do at Disney, and that is monorail hopping. So I'm going to take you guys with me. We see what's going on in the monorail. We can see parts of the Magic Kingdom, see what's going on with the Tron coaster. Go on over to the Epcot monorail, which is now running again, and you can get to see all the Walcott stuff that's happening over there. So it should be a fun time. Keep your eye out for what time on Saturday that's going to be scheduled. Probably sometime after I finish having a late breakfast over at the Kona Cafe. So I will keep you all posted. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us as always. We would not have a show if it weren't for you guys. So thank you so much for continuing to come back, hanging out, and have fun with us. And we will talk to you next time. Bye.
Bye.